Your enemy approaches once again. Your most dangerous and worthwhile foe. It has stopped you from accomplishing your goals, from you proving everyone wrong, from you living your best life. This enemy is you, and you lose because you lack discipline. This channel is your dojo. This video is your training. All you need to do is commit. We first are going to touch on what we need to know about our enemy, you. Then, we're going to reveal how you gain discipline the right way once and for all. The general Sun Tzu said, "Know your enemy and know yourself, then out of 100 battles, you will win 100. Here are the 5 things to know about your inner enemy and why it stops you from achieving, from progressing, and why you need to take discipline seriously, with a bonus tip at the end. Number 1, coded for comfort. We are coded in a certain way that keeps us from venturing into the unknown. Whenever we want to change ourselves, grow ourselves, there is inner programming that wants to keep us in our usual routine. This is because we are coded to work for the survival of our species, keeping us within our comfort zones as long as we are fed, are warm, safe, can reproduce. That's good enough for the species. Avoiding risks is also a part of our coding. We gravitate towards the safe, known route. In our survival coding, taking risks could mean death. It could mean the end of a bloodline. Therefore, our minds will try to keep us from veering off the known path. It will keep us into a known routine. Your human system does not know of all of the good waiting for you out there as long as you work towards it. So it maintains course. And if you try to stretch and reach for something better, it starts to send you doubts, negative thoughts, and visions of danger. It's trying to protect you. Your enemy thinks that it is your friend. Unfortunately, it's keeping you from a better life, so you have to be selective on what you listen to. Number 2, fear of success. What if things do change? What if you do grow and your opportunities grow and your life is no longer what you are used to? Your mind is also afraid of what could come when you achieve your goals. This is tied in with your system defaulting to comfort. However, this point reveals that even if your mind knew that you could accomplish your goal and achieve, it may still try to keep you from progressing because it's afraid of your success. Weird how the human system works, but it's incredibly powerful to know your own tendencies, to know your enemy within. Number 3, low self-esteem. You may not believe in yourself, and that's a damn shame, but a lot of us have low self-esteem. Where did this come from? Probably not having the best support system growing up. Maybe it was a negative voice during our formative years. Something happened or is happening to limit your own belief in yourself. Whatever reason there is, your mind may just stop your attempts for growth by leveraging your low self-esteem and sending you doubts. What makes you think you can do that? It's silly to think you can achieve these things. Stop being a child and grow up and stick to what you know. Man, that's a bunch of nonsense. So many of us are victims of these self-limiting beliefs. It's going to take work to fix that programming in you. Just commit and we'll get it done. Trust me, you're a fool if you believe everything your mind throws at you. Number 4, cheap fixes. The unconditioned mind will search for cheap rewards over long-term gains. It will weigh decisions based on how much immediate pleasure can be obtained. If anything involves pain in the short term, it'll run away. Lifting those weights seems like it's going to hurt. Let's sound the alarm bells so we can run away from the gym. Figuring out a business seems like a whole lot of late nights and complex problems. Let's keep watching YouTube videos about starting a business. That's much more comfortable. Eating that salad and chicken breast is pretty bland. But that cinnamon bun and Coke just give my taste buds a kick. So let's worry about health stuff later. You're a prisoner of immediate pleasures if you never grow your long-term muscle. Discipline will solve this. Number 5, overwhelmed. When you establish ambitious goals, your mind will try to grasp it all at once. When it seems like it's too much, your mind collapses under the weight of what you are trying to achieve and stops you from taking even the first step. Your mind likes to exaggerate things. It's also a survival mechanism. It will take a tiny problem and blow it out of proportion. Leave it up to your inner enemy to make a mountain out of a molehill. The right approach to discipline helps to avoid these situations by never letting a goal be too big on its own. More on that next. And a clarification about your inner enemy. We touched on this, that your inner enemy is just your inner programming that is trying to protect you. So be careful to not take this to the extreme. We are calling it your enemy because it's true that most of the time you are the one holding yourself back. Your inner voices are the most effective at stopping your advance and your growth. So don't hate yourself. Like yourself so much that you are willing to study yourself and learn how to effectively deal with your own programming. Share in the comments if this makes sense and share your own story about battling your inner enemy. I think that'll help clarify what this means. And now that you know your enemy, it's time to harness discipline the right way so you can survive your own limiting thoughts and finally make consistent progress towards getting things done. Here are the 7 most critical and effective steps to obtain true discipline in your life, with the last one being an advanced one to unlock unstoppable discipline. Number 1, yes, goals. We pound the table on this point over and over and over again. I'm not kidding here. Do not half-ass this part. This is the foundation of everything you are building. Spend an entire day on clarifying what your goals are. You need to know where you are going to apply any discipline to get there, right? It's pretty straightforward. There are several videos in this channel that speak to this, and there will be more. So like this video and subscribe to the channel so you stay a part of the journey. As a bonus tip on goals, it's good to have goals that touch on all critical parts of your life. Have a specific goal on health. Have a specific goal on wealth. Have one on your purpose in life. Have one on family and relationships. And always come back to your goals if you have more to add along the way. Number 2, break the goals down. Now take those goals and break them down into smaller goals. Remember what we talked about. If you leave goals too big and lofty, your mind just doesn't know how to handle itself. So avoid that mess by taking big goals and making them smaller and smaller and smaller. Create milestones that are achievable. If you want to be in the best shape of your life, that goal by itself is hard to figure out. So break it down. You want to have body fat percent below 13%. You want to have 10 more pounds of muscle mass. You want to be able to bench press 250 pounds comfortably. You want to run a marathon. Okay, that's a good breakdown. But you don't have to stop there. You can keep breaking them down until they are measurable, distinct, and feel achievable. Number 3, create routines and daily habits. Now, this is where you start figuring out how you inch forward. The trick with discipline is to make things very micro. Make the habits that you plant into your day to day very doable and as mindless as possible. The more your mind comes into the picture, the more opportunities you are giving your enemy. Remove the mind from the picture and you disarm your inner thoughts. Automate things as much as possible. Make things as easy as possible. Here's an example. My health goal is to work out for 1 hour consistently each day and to gain 20 pounds of muscle. I always try to live near a fitness class that helps me build my strength. The reason I hinge my life around this fitness class is because it allows me to be mindless about working out. All I have to do is go into the class, then the program and instructors take care of everything. All I have to do is do what they say or what is shown on the screen. I've isolated the challenge to be just being there on time. But once I get into the door, I must obey them for 1 hour and I leave there a few inches towards my goal. You can do this with your financial goals too. Automate your investing, sending a set amount of money to your savings account or stock brokerage each month, and doing this first, then spending what you have left, forcing you to work around your investing and not your investing to work around you. There are always certain habits that will get you to your goals. Planting these habits makes it so you are exercising discipline mindlessly. And this is the best type of discipline because you are minimizing the battle with yourself. Don't get a bigger weapon. Make the opponent smaller. Number 4, remove temptations. Anything that could derail you or serve as fuel for your self-sabotaging thoughts, you need to remove from your environment and your life. If you have existing habits or temptations that usually pull you away from working towards your goals with discipline, just get rid of them. You need to be ruthless about this. Your mind will try to rationalize the existence of these temptations. Alcohol, sugars and sweets, sodas, social media, clutter, gambling, just name a few. Get rid of them. If you're going into battle with your inner demons, why leave these landmines scattered all throughout the battleground? Why set yourself up for failure? Take this seriously. This is your life, and no one is going to grab your best life for you other than yourself and your habits. Number 5, prioritize self-care. To be determined and exercise discipline, you do need energy. To win these micro battles with your own self-defeating thoughts, you need to have enough sleep, enough water, enough nutrition, enough sunlight. The chemical cocktail that is you needs to be in balance with the right things for you to be in battle-ready condition. Don't think that discipline and chasing your goals is at the sacrifice of your own body and health. That's foolish. You need to take care of yourself even more so if you want to be disciplined in the right way. Number 6, move in the shadows. I have a whole series of videos on this topic, and it's very relevant here. If you want to battle your limiting beliefs and win, it's best you embrace disappearing and transforming in the shadows. If you broadcast to everyone about your goals and blabber about your progress to anyone, your mind will have more fuel to bring you down. Being disciplined will come with it, bearing weight along the journey. You will have to keep walking as these chains try to keep you from advancing. The more you are visible to others about your plans and the more you broadcast them, the more chains you will feel on you. Your journey will be heavier. I do state in the Disappear series of videos that there is the exception of a very special life partner or friend that could help you on this journey. But generally, if you want to develop strong discipline, it's best you build the kind that you can handle alone. Just plan on disappearing and you will be unstoppable. And check out the videos on disappearing in this channel if you haven't. This tip will make more sense. Number 7, embrace the pain, reprogram your mind. This is the ultimate tip on discipline. Discipline can be hard because you are fighting through the pain and struggle of growth. Your mind is sending you warning thoughts and doubts to keep you from advancing. But once you follow the above tips and shape the battleground so your discipline is more effective, you can practice an advanced method of discipline. This is to flip your programming on its head. You can train yourself to like the pain of growth, to yearn for the struggle. This takes some concerted focus and lots of cycles, but for example, exercising each day can be hard because of the pain of working out. But once you train your mind, you can get to a place where you look forward to the sweat and the struggle, not the end of the workout, but the middle of the workout, where your legs are screaming and your arms are screaming, but you smile and say that you wouldn't want to be anywhere else but in this moment of pain. What comes with this is a form of enlightenment. It's when you realize that peace and happiness in life comes from the journey, not the destination. That the struggle is where the beauty lies. And this requires deeper conversations to fully reveal, which we will have, I promise. But just know that it's doable to embrace the pain. And then your inner enemy is harmless and your discipline unstoppable. And if you'd like to get some additional tips on powerful daily habits, check out this video here.